yours. That's the way I like it and I'll never get bored. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Have a show on. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see, so much wrong with taking the back streets. You'll never know if you don't go. You'll never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. Only shooting stars break the mold. It's a cool place. They say it gets colder. You funneled up now, wait till you get older. But the media men beg to differ. Judging by the hole in the satellite picture, the ice we skate is getting
Hello, 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 good evening and welcome to our caravan, fellow freedom seekers. It's so lovely to see you here, and the Elmer's Adventures and Stephen Vasilika, you were first tonight, so welcome to our caravan. Welcome to the live stream on 28th of November. So we are live streaming from our caravan in North Devon. If it's your first time here, my name is Kat and I live on a campsite and I work on a campsite. So my channel is about a campsite life and work, basically. So we are meeting today just for a chat, for a catch up, and I encourage everyone who's joining to say hello on chat. If you're a bit shy, just send a picture on the chat so I will know that you are with us. It would be lovely to meet you all and get to know you a bit better. Hello Daniel, nice to see you here. Yeah, so say hi, give us thumbs up. So thumbs up are really important because the more thumbs up we have under this live stream, the more people will see it and the more viewers we will reach. So thank you very much for coming today. So today we are celebrating our holiday. So the topic of today's live and chat, however, it's up to you. You can suggest other topics as well. But what I'm going to share today is a little summary of this season, the highs, the lows, and our plans for holiday, for winter holiday. So I'm really sorry to hear that the Elmer's Adventures that you have broken a leg and in 4 places. So I wish you speedy recovery, and I hope that you know, spring will be here soon and you will hit the road again and seek new adventures. Oh, the intro. You would have to ask Marek about that. However, we are phasing out this intro because we heard that intros are not so trendy anymore on YouTube. I don't know if you agree or disagree. Do you like intros in videos or do you like content straight away? So most of creators suggest that you should really forget an intro and just get on with content. But if the viewers enjoy your intro, keep it. So it's up to you. Maybe we'll have a little poll on channel and we'll decide together whether we want it or not. So all techie stuff, this is all Marek's, Marek's domain. Oh, it's Jamie and Tina. Okay, lovely. So I believe it's who broke the leg then? Jamie or Tina? And Andrew and Harvey. So where are you? Where are you watching? Where are you watching us? Where are you based? So it is live today on 28th, but if some of you watch it afterwards, because this live stream will be kept on our channel as a video, so if you are watching it on any other day, remember that you can still comment, You can still ask questions under this live stream and we'll respond. And you can of course leave a thumbs up as well. So how many people are with us now? 6. Lovely. So I can see we have some shy viewers. So don't be shy and talk to me on chat. So that's the whole idea, that you can ask me questions or post comments on chat and I can respond. So I really encourage you to take part in live. We are really careful here with topics, so we try to keep this space and this time really positive and uplifting. So generally we don't talk about current affairs, we don't talk about the news because that's quite depressing. We just, hello Retro, the caravan is looking very tidy. Of course I tidied it up before we started, and I had to move Diesel. I had to move the dog. Do you know Diesel, our dog? I had to move him off the bed with a little bit of a sausage to put this bedspread to cover the bed, because normally he likes to dig in the bed and throw our bedding upside down. So he's behaving himself now. Do you have a dog? Are any dogs watching us? You can see Diesel is chilling. We just came back from a walk and we got soaked. So he's drying and chilling. Oh, so Jamie broke the leg. Oh, Yorkshire, a long way from us, from North Devon. Retro, is it your first time here with us on live stream? I have a question for you guys. So today was the last day of work for me and Marek. Oh, and those of you who are interested in where Marek is and what he's doing, check our Instagram because we posted a photo there with Marek and our setup for live. So if you want to see our studio for live streaming and Marek, who's behind all this setup, you can see him on Instagram. So the name of our profile is KM Freedom Seekers. If you don't follow us on Instagram yet, you can find us there. Yes, the question for you. So today we finished our campsite work and you can guess how many hours we clocked together, me and Marek. We worked for 9.5 months. We work part-time for most of the year. So you can guess how many hours we clocked. And I think the person who will be the closest will get something from us, a little something, maybe a postcard or a little gift. We will see. So you can make your bets. How many hours have we clocked with Marek this season? Oh, you're coming that way next year. Lovely. It is a really nice area, Devon. Have you been to Devon? Do we have any viewers from Devon or from Southwest? Actually, it would be really nice if you could write where you are. Where are you based? Where are you watching us? So, not good with map. Well, you can guess. You can guess. Have a guess. Where are you watching us? So I know we have Jamie from Doncaster in Yorkshire. And what is really nice, and I will share something with you, we've got Elena on chat, and I was really lucky to meet Elena personally here in Mill Park. And on Saturday I'm going to meet her because she lives locally and she organized a walk down the coast path very close to our campsite. So I'm super excited that I will be able to join in because we are on holiday now and we can do whatever we like, and this is super exciting because we can be free and we are not limited by our work timetable. Retro, is there any jobs at your site next year from Liverpool? You are in Liverpool. I'm not aware of any jobs going on right now on this particular site, but in general there are many jobs on other campsites and in other holiday parks, and I'm going to prepare a video about job adverts. I don't know if that's something you find interesting. So there are, because now it's the time when sites recruit for new season for 2023, and there are many jobs, and job adverts are quite interesting when it comes to campsite work. So I'm going to make a little video explaining the jargon and what they really mean, and actually interpret the language of those jobs adverts into plain English, because some of them are quite interesting. Quite interesting. So basically I would like to warn everyone who's looking for this type of work. I would like to warn them and, you know, make them aware of little hooks and little traps, unfortunately, which could be hidden in those job adverts. And we've never been to Liverpool, we've never been up north that far. The furthest we made with Marek was Manchester, but we did on North Oxford Channel, and we loved it, and we would love to be back in this area and beyond to enjoy the canals again. So this is something that will definitely take us to Liverpool one day, because I saw some videos of from narrowboats, and Liverpool from a narrowboat looks amazing. Yes, so today we are celebrating, and the biggest surprise and the best highlight of the season was changing the caravan. So this caravan which you see now, this is our new to us caravan, and those of you who've been following us, you probably know the story. Do you know the story of our caravan upgrade? So the highlight of this season for us, for me and Marek, was upgrading our caravan, because we used to have a much smaller, much older van, and we lived in it for 3 years. And it was okay, it was alright in the summer, but it wasn't really suitable for winter and for living full-time in it in winter. That's why we were traveling in winter, and we spent the last 2 winters in Spain, which was great, but it cost us a lot of money because we were driving to take our dog. So we decided to upgrade the van, you know, enjoy the van, have the van, and maybe do some shorter holidays. So that's what we did. So this was the highlight of our last season. The low and the biggest challenge was actually moving out from the old van and selling it, and moving our junk to the new van and having a sort out. And maybe some of you remember, maybe some of you don't know it, but we've done it in August. So everything happened in August. During the high season we were super busy, and it was just a suicide. I don't know if you remember those stories on Instagram and on our social media. Any shy viewers here? Have we got anyone with us who's watching but maybe is a bit shy to speak up? I hope to hear from you. Say hi, say at least hi on chat, so I know that you are with us. Yeah, so this was absolutely mad, but we don't regret it. We've done it, we've made it. We are super pleased with our decision. This is probably a topic for another video, why we like this new van and how our life changed, how our quality of life changed. Because to be frank, if we didn't have this van, we would probably be somewhere else. We would have to run away from the site, really. The Elmer's Adventures, we are getting a van similar to yours, old one, due to budget, as things are tight at the minute. Yeah, tell me about it. It's as I said at the beginning, I'm not going to dwell on things which are too depressing. The only thing I'm going to say about this, that, you know, things are getting hard for everyone now. We are heading into a period of, you know, a thinner, leaner period, but it will finish, it will end. We just have to survive this, and you know, better times will come. We just have to brace ourselves. When we were looking for the van, we didn't really expect and we didn't plan to get something like this. Daniel, it's important that you are fulfilled now with new caravan. We are super happy, and it was a good investment, Daniel, because we could have this van or we could have a winter away. And when I say winter away, I mean 2-3 months away in a warmer place. But that would mean that, you know, we would spend similar money to what we spent on this. We would go away, we would have this amazing trip, we would be sitting in the sun, and we would come back, and you know, we wouldn't have much. I don't know if that's a lot or a little. We would have those great memories and experiences, but other than that, we would be back to our old van, which was a bit cold, it was small, it wasn't really suitable for full-time living, and especially for 2 people and a dog. So we decided, okay, this year we are not going super crazy with our holidays. We'll save money, we'll get our van, and you know, have shorter holidays, but have the van. It was a really good move. Yes, so these vans are quite expensive. However, hey, hello Megatron. I hope to see you here in this van soon, Megatron. Megatron is our old friend, met on YouTube, and he's traveled with us in the past a little bit. He's been to Mill Park, I think 2 years ago, and yeah, it's really nice that you are still following us, Megatron, and you are still with us. You didn't forget about us. Yes, so these vans are quite expensive, I would say, but this is a really good investment, because what we have here is, to us, it's almost like a flat, and we really appreciate it. You know, now when it's cold, when it's wet, we have this amazing space, and we don't really feel the need to go away and, you know, rent properties, spend money on cottages or some flats to be in a more homely environment. We feel at home here. We are super happy here, and our dog is super happy here. So when we were buying this one, we didn't expect to get something as new as this. We thought that we will have something older, but we are super lucky. And actually, this is something what I'm going to say, because maybe the family, the couple who sold us the van, will watch this video. They were super kind to us. They sold us this van at an amazing price, really. So they wanted to sell it quickly, and we wanted to buy it quickly. So it didn't matter. It was August and it was super busy. It was a really great opportunity. So normally, in normal circumstances, or if we wanted to buy it from a trader or from a caravan dealer, we would not afford it, really. And we were looking for this one for a year and a half. For a year and a half, we've been looking at different caravans, thinking what's right for us. And then this one appeared locally. So, you know, we couldn't let it go. We had to buy it. So if the couple who sold it to us, if you watch this video, thank you so much. Thank you so much for, you know, letting it go. They didn't use it as much as we use it. We live in it, you know, full time. They use it just for holidays. So yeah, it's cherished. Your van is cherished. Thank you very much. Right. So this was the highlight and the low light, upgrading the van. How did you cope with moving your things to new caravan? We didn't, Daniel. We didn't. So it was really difficult because we were super busy at work. We were tired, but we had to do it. We had to do it because, you know, once we bought this one, we paid the money, and it was brought here on site. Of course, with some adventures and some difficulties. But again, this is probably a topic for a video. I don't know, did I make a video about that? Probably. If you go back in our videos on YouTube, I think you will find a video from the move and from the upgrade. So the previous van was smaller, but when I started to pull all these things from the lockers, from, you know, underneath the sofas, we had so much stuff. So we had to sort it. Quite a lot was either given away or recycled, given to charity. What we did, we put this van on our pitch, and we had our old van on another pitch, and luckily the site owners let us store our old van for a few weeks till we sold it. And you know, slowly, day by day, locker by locker, we were moving things, and we were, you know, looking at everything and deciding whether to keep it or not. So it took some time. It probably took a week or maybe more. So another thing was that it was August, and August was the ideal time to sell the old van, you know, to get at least some money for it. So we were rushing. We wanted to sell our old van, because if we waited till September or October, no one would buy it, really. Who needs a caravan in October? So we wanted to sell it quickly, and we found a lovely family. So again, it went in good hands. It was all a bit sentimental, but we managed. Kevin, hello! Great meeting you both last week. Looking forward to catching up over a drink in the new year. Yes, Kevin, we are ready for a drink now. We start our holiday today. Yeah. So Kevin came to Mill Park last week with his wife Jo. So hello to both of you. Nice to hear from you again. It's been a lovely meeting, but we were working. We were a bit busy. So we are hoping and looking forward to the second time you are in the area, so we can have a drink and chat. Did you enjoy the latest video, Kevin? And did it shed some light on seasonal pitches for you? Yeah, so this is really nice. This is really nice when people come and visit, when you come to visit us here on site. Because when we work, we literally live here, we live on site. And that reminds me, how many hours did we clock with Marek over this season? Guess. There is no right or wrong. Just guess how many hours me and Marek worked. We worked for 9.5 months. How many hours did we clock here, making this site beautiful? So have a little guess. Yeah, what was I going to say? Visitors, yes. So it's really lovely when you come to visit, and a few people came to visit us this year. It's really nice because when we work here, we work for most of the day, really. We don't have days off together in high season, which means we are here, literally. And it's quite difficult for us to leave the site and, you know, maybe go and see friends. Most of our friends live in Cornwall, where we used to live before. So we can get sucked in work and, you know, campsite life very easily. So it's really nice just to talk with someone else rather than campsite stuff. And, you know, people who live and work here. So it's really nice. It's a really nice distraction and a little breath of fresh air for us when you come. So I hope that more of you will come next season. If you want to stay in Mill Park, remember we offer a discount to our viewers, 10% off. So if you are planning a stay, write us a little message and we will send you the discount code before you book. The site is not open all year round for campers and tourers, but we are open all year round for the seasonals. For those who have a seasonal pitch, they can visit the site all year. For visitors, it's open from March till the end of October. So we have the first guess. Daniel says 1,200. Okay, I will write it down. I will make a note of that, and I will tell you towards the end of this live. And Kevin says 1,500 each. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Everyone should have a guess. Have a go. Have a go. Right, and I will not say anything. I will reveal the answer towards the end. Yes, so it is amazing. I can't believe we've done the 4th season. I can remember our job interview, which was 4 years ago. Oh my goodness. Time flies. Time flies. So it's this life is ready to sum things up a little bit. So maybe not all of you know our story and what we did before. Of course, most of you don't know because when we started Freedom Seekers, we were quite advanced with our life on wheels. But how it started with leaving everything behind, leaving our jobs, moving out from our house, and moving into a motorhome, which was 30 years old. So this is what we did back in 2018. We basically left everything, moved into a motorhome, and went traveling. And when we came back from our first big trip, we decided that we don't want to go back to our old life. We want to carry on living on wheels. And that's how we decided, and that's how we found the campsite work. We've done it mostly for a dress and for the possibility to live on wheels. We didn't want to go back home to normal life. So when we first started here in Mill Park, we were living in a motorhome. So maybe for next live, I will prepare some photos of our old motorhome. So we've been here for four seasons. We started in a motorhome, then we had an older caravan, and now we have this caravan, which I think will keep us happy for at least 5-10 years. How much is it per night? Might have to come over when we are down that way. Well, I think it depends. Marek can link you the link to the website, so the price list is on the website. I think there are 2 rates for high season and for low season. It also depends if you want full serviced. Well, all pitches are full serviced, but it depends if you want a hookup or not, if you want electric or not. So it depends. But the answer is, I'm really sorry, I should know that, but the answer is, I don't know. I don't know how much it is per hour. I should know. I should know, but things, prices change. But whatever they charge, you still have a discount. You still have a discount, 10% off from us. Okay. Right. Is there anyone else who's been... oh, we have 10 people with me. Is there anyone who hasn't spoken to me yet, who hasn't said hi, hello? So this was, quite a long story from me. Tell me, how was your Monday? What are you doing? What are you up to? So, before the Elmer's Adventures, you said that you are looking for a Fendt caravan. Are you going for Fendt, Hobby, or LMC? Zonaimad, hi, hello, how are you? Are you on the train? Are you on the train? That's another old friend, ladies and gentlemen. Friend from real life. Yes, so the Elmer's Adventures. Tell me, are you looking for a Fendt, LMC, or Hobby? When we were looking for our caravan, we had those 3 brands in mind. They are similar. They have similar layouts. Also similar quality. They are all German vans. Yeah, we wanted to go for a German van for full-time living. And Agnieszka, hi! So, Freedom Seekers is our second channel, so second YouTube channel. The first one was called Kazik TV, and at first it was a channel about learning English. It was about English grammar and stuff, and English vocab. And then we bought a caravan, we bought a motorhome, and we decided, okay, our lives is changing, so now we'll change the topic, and it will be van life and travel in a motorhome. So we've been running this channel for 8 years, from 2014. Yeah, was it 2014? I think so. To 2020, so 6 years. So we made many fantastic friends through Kazik TV, and Megatron and Agnieszka. These are some of the people we met back then. So thank you very much for coming today. Thank you for joining us. And it's so nice that you remember about us still. Hard to say, but needs to be 5 berth and gonna have to be a lot of looking around. Okay, the budget is under 2 grand. Okay. It will be hard, but not impossible. Not impossible. And my tip is, and it may sound awful, but wait till December. Generally, autumn and winter are pretty good times for buying a caravan, but those people who will not sell it by the end of November, most of them need money for Christmas, and they will lower prices just before Christmas. It may sound awful, but that's reality. The prices are the lowest in December. So good luck, good luck. And as I said earlier, we were looking for our van for 1.5 years. We went to view something similar. It was Fendt Platin. It was older, not much cheaper really. It was much older, but just a little bit cheaper than this one. And the van looked fantastic. We fell in love with it at the first sight, but the second sight proved that the van was completely trashed. So it looked very pretty, it looked hardly used, but when we started to check heating, electrics, it was, you know, half of the appliances needed either repairing or exchanging. So yeah, don't rush and take your time. It was a shock, but at least we viewed the van and we thought, okay, this is the layout we want, this is the brand we want, this is what we will be looking for. We just need something that is not trashed. Yeah, January. Yeah, that's good time. Yes, absolutely. You can upgrade. You can make it homely, as long as it's dry. Or if you are handy with, you know, DIY and tools, you can repair damage. But there is no point, at least I believe there's no point in paying someone for repairing damp, because it will go in thousands of pounds, and you could equally buy a better van. Okay. Did you need any experience before being a warden? Actually, our job title is not a warden. We are not wardens yet. But good news, Kevin, is that for most of those campsite jobs you don't need experience. You need enthusiasm, and you need to be keen and hardworking. So entry jobs like campsite assistant, or even a warden or assistant warden, you don't need experience. And when you look at job adverts, most of them don't really require experience. They say we will train you, training provided. But unless you want to be a manager or an assistant manager, you know, at the site, you need some experience for that. But for being a warden or a campsite assistant or a maintenance assistant. You don't need specific experience. So Naimad, we are at home now after nearly 7 long hours. Okay, we had to sit in place with Wi-Fi. So you were you were traveling by train 7 hours. Well done for getting home. Yeah, so we are not wardens. I think we'll create this video. We have actually 2 videos in mind. So one of them is about different roles and what you actually do on a campsite. Well, is it something that you would find interesting, my dear fellow freedom seekers, and you are watching us now on 28th of November, 10 people, a strong 10 with me. Is it something you would find interesting? A video which explains what the jobs there are on a campsite, what you actually do in different roles, and the second video about job adverts, specific explanation of job adverts. So let me know. Yeah, warden is a bit more. Warden is a bit more to what we do right now. So at the moment we are, I would say, we are general assistants stroke supervisors. We are kind of all around, you know, people doing whatever needs doing. We don't do wardening. We don't really have much contact with customers, with clients, with campers. So we don't do sighting or night walks or being on duty in the evenings. That's what a warden would do. Yeah. 2 children. How old are the children? Yes. Yeah, lovely. Good, Kevin. We will prepare that, because now is really the time for looking for jobs, and there are many jobs. Many sites are advertising right now. Now is the time to apply. Also, good sites advertise early and good sites recruit early. And if when I see an advert, sometimes it's May or June and the site is recruiting for July, that's not the best start, really. Good sites advertise early, definitely. Okay, I don't know about you. Look, my cup of tea is full. I talked too much and I didn't have time to drink my tea. So I think now it's time for a little break. I will have a bit more of my tea. You can have 10 minutes to make yourself a drink, to have a little sandwich or to go to toilet. And I will be back in 10 minutes and I will tell you more about our holiday plans, if that's what you want to know. Or I could answer any questions you have about living in a caravan and working on a site. But I'm really happy that we are getting some good ideas for videos, and I hope you will enjoy them. Okay, so time for break. I will see you in 10 minutes. Please be back, don't leave me alone. See you soon.
Yeah. No. No.
Hello and welcome back. Have you got your drink? Have you got something to drink? I have a cup of tea. I have a cup of tea. So, there are 12 of you with me here in this caravan, and not everyone gave me thumbs up. So please, if you haven't done it yet, please click this little hand, this little thumb up. So we will have at least 12, at least as many people as you watch us. Yeah, so quite interesting discussion. Quite interesting discussion in chat today. And before I start to talk about nice things, such as our holiday plans, because we were working very hard for 9.5 months, and we already had some guesses about how many hours we clocked. So if you haven't have a go yet, guess how many hours me and Mark clocked this season during our campsite work. Okay, so before I move on to the topic of our holidays, I just want to finish off the topic of working on campsites and in holiday parks. So the Elmer's Adventures, you mentioned that you are interested, maybe, possibly, in this type of work. And me and Marek, we've been really lucky because we've been to a few job interviews, and really not all of these jobs were good. Not all of them were good offers. Some of them had traps, and luckily we realized in time what is what. And we've been super lucky because we had our first work on the campsite, and it was a good offer and a good place and really good conditions. But some of these work offers out there, some of those adverts and some of those sites do not really offer you a good deal. But as everyone is aware of, the high costs of living and the joy of recession, I think it will push many people into this lifestyle, or maybe encourage them to try this lifestyle. It's quite a tricky topic. I think it's not for everyone. Living in a caravan is not for everyone, definitely. But if you like caravanning, if you have a caravan and you did a bit of touring and you feel happy in a caravan, and you think that you don't need much more really in terms of space, if you can cope living in such a small space, definitely have a go. Yeah, Move Sky, hello. Like to know living caravan cost somewhere to stay for months. Yeah, that's possible. That's another option. So of course getting a job on site is one of the easiest. Is it? I don't know. It was for us because we were free, really. When we were looking for a campsite job, we didn't have any other work. We left our careers, which really sucked. They seemed good jobs on paper, but they were not good jobs, and this was not a good life, believe me. So as I was explaining in my last video, Move Sky, even if you have a seasonal pitch, yeah, the dog is sleeping. Diesel, he changed the position, he curled up, he's a compact lurcher. Even if you have a seasonal pitch and you pay somewhere for your spot, you still can't live on this pitch full time, at least not legally. So in the UK you can stay in your caravan for up to 28 days, then you have to move for at least 2 days, which is probably doable if you can stay with a friend or a family, or even rent something once a month. It may work. But the other thing is that on many sites you have to provide a proof of permanent address and a proof of paying council tax elsewhere. So how much does it cost? It depends on the site, but I know that people do it semi-legally, and they just pitch their caravan, site their caravan on a farm, which is risky for the landowner. This is not legal. So the only way you can do it legally is to get a pitch in a residential park, but that's normally for static caravans. It's quite difficult to do it with a tourer, in a tourer legally, unless you find a campsite work really, which provides you a pitch. In that way you can do it legally and you don't have to worry. But I know that many people just, you know, start agreements with some landowners and do it quietly, pay. I heard of a couple who pay 60 quid a week to site their caravan on the farm. But as I said, it's a risky business. It's a risky business, but again, Facebook is a brilliant place. You would be shocked. I'm shocked. And sometimes I read the discussions on Facebook and people ask those questions and people openly say, yeah, I live in a caravan on a farm and I pay this and that. Risky, and even by talking about that, you know, on Facebook, I think you put yourself and the landowner at risk. But everyone is, you know, free to do as they please. Everyone has common sense and they are responsible for their actions. That's what people do, basically. That's what happens. Yeah, have a chat. Absolutely. Me and Marek, we generally like rules and following the rules. I personally wouldn't risk putting my caravan on somebody's farm and, you know, hoping that no one will find out. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't risk it. But, you know, everyone's circumstances are different. Everyone's situation is different. So yeah, I will leave you to it. As I said earlier, getting a campsite or a holiday park job with a pitch is really the easiest way to do it, at least in my perspective. Because this is something you can do legally and you don't have to worry whether someone will report, you know, notify the council or not. Yeah, and even if it's only one of you, on some sites actually not only offer you a pitch, some sites offer you a static caravan. And you pay a little rent, usually you pay a little rent for a static caravan. But, you know, you've got a place to live and you could probably, in a static, you could live with a family. Static would be more suitable for a family than a tourer because they are bigger. Even a small static has 2 bedrooms and a lounge and a bathroom. And there are sites which offer cottages for stuff. Yes, yeah, there are job offers like that. Yeah, no, I don't... Well, we are boring then, Jamie. We are boring. When we were traveling in a motorhome, we didn't even like wild camping and sleeping in places where you basically where it's prohibited. That's another topic, really. That's another topic for a video. What it was like, what was van life like for us, and why we don't do it anymore. You may be interested. Are you interested? Are you intrigued? We did van life for a year and a half. We were living in a motorhome, and then we settled here on a campsite. So if you would like to know our reasons, let me know on the chat. I hope that everyone left us a thumbs up. So there are 9 people. Okay, we lost a few of you. Probably you got hungry or something interesting started on TV. We lost a few people, so I'm really grateful that still 9 of you are with me. Dania, it's better to pay some fees for rent a place than risk lose your caravan. Yeah, you probably wouldn't risk you wouldn't lose your caravan, but you could get some fine probably. And you know, even just experience of being asked or made to leave and, you know, having to look for another place to pitch your van, that would be super stressful. Kevin, definitely something we are worried about. A lot of people say as long as you go away for 28 nights. 28, yeah, for 28th night. Yes. Static. Yeah. It's doable. It's doable. Yeah, so we were thinking about it with Marek the other day. So ideally, if you can afford it, you could have 2 seasonal pitches on 2 different sides and just move from one to another. But then you still have a question of council tax. Yeah, and some proof of address. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much for kind words, Jamie. Yeah, when we were doing the van life, we met some people who basically didn't care about the rules and local communities, and they would stop in some beauty spots and basically ruin van life for everyone else, because if a few vans parked in a beauty spot or some protected area of conservation, and you know, they stayed for a week or 2 weeks, sooner or later someone reported it to the local council, and they install signs saying no overnight camping. So it is important to respect the space. And unfortunately, when we were doing van life, we saw, you know, many examples in many different countries of disrespecting the locals, the local area, and even local rules. Because it's okay to stay with your van, you know, to park your van, pay for your parking, stay for the day, but it's not so easy to find a spot where you can stay overnight legally. Yeah, this was one of the reasons we started to dislike this van life, really. Other people and how they behaved. Steve, if we could van life right now with this economy, we would, but it's money. Yeah, you need a lot of money, Steve. You need a lot of money. That's the biggest hook of van life, you know. People think that they could buy a van, like a delivery van, convert it into a home on wheels. But the reality is that you need a lot of money to have a decent van. You need some savings in case your van breaks down or you get sick, and you need income. You need to have some regular income, because you still have to pay for petrol, your food, your phone, and so on. So yeah, I agree with you. Van life may seem a simple life, but to start it, you actually need quite a lot of money. Which takes us to another popular topic. We sold the house and we bought a van. We traveled the world. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. So this is how many people do it. They basically sell their house, which in my opinion is not a great idea, because your van will lose value. Your van will get old, and sooner or later your van will break. Whereas the house will only gain value over the time. You can rent your house. I would never sell a house to buy a van or a narrowboat, because these things depreciate with time. And property is property. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to talk about our holiday plans? Are you ready to listen what me and Marek planned for this year? So, it's a live stream on 28th of November, almost December. Wow, on Thursday it will be December. So it's live stream, so please contribute to the chat, say hello. If you are shy, send me a picture or a little hand waving so I know you are with me and you are listening. If you watch it as a video afterwards, if you watch a replay, you can still comment and leave us thumbs up. If you haven't done it yet, we actually gained some thumbs ups since I asked for that. We have 11. Nice, thank you very much. So, yes, holiday plans. So what we did with Marek, and really the whole point of working on a campsite, apart from having the privilege to live in a caravan for most of the year, the biggest reason for us is winter holiday. So all campsite jobs, or almost all of them, majority of them, are seasonal. That means they have an end. And you know, when this campsite closes, staff is off. So now we have 2 months off, which for us is quite a short holiday. Normally we would take 3 or 4 months off, but because of this, because of upgrading our home on wheels, we decided to work a bit longer this season to catch up with our savings, really, because we spent most of our savings on this, so we want to top them up. So this year we decided that for the first time ever we are not going to drive on holiday with our doggo. We are going... Okay, enjoy your meal, Jamie. That's late for eating. That's late for a meal. So in the past we would spend our holiday driving either a motorhome or a car and going away as a family with our doggy. But our doggy is getting old. He's over 10 now. He's not so great really on those longer trips. And last year we drove to Spain with Diesel, and even though we were stopping on the way, we were stopping in hotels overnight, which put the costs up to ridiculous levels. But we were taking a leisurely drive to Spain. It took us a few days, and we spent 6 weeks there, and it was really for the sake of the dog. Because it's quite hard to fly with a dog, isn't it? So this year, as an experiment, and first time ever since me and Marek been together, and we've been together for quite some time, first time ever we are going to spend our holiday separately and take it on turns. So soon Marek will start his holiday. He's going on Friday, the 2nd of December. He's going away for 10 days and he's flying to Poland, where he's meeting our friend. Maybe the friend will speak up and make himself known if he wants to. So he's picking up our friend and they are flying to Malta together to catch some sun. And then they will come back. Marek will come back. In the meantime, I will be here in the caravan with Diesel, looking after him, keeping him entertained. Then we will have Christmas together. Maybe we will go away together here in the UK. However, prices at Christmas are ridiculous. So I think the Christmas time will be here in the caravan at home. Maybe we'll do something in January. Maybe you can recommend something, some nice place we could rent for a week in January to chill. And then I'm going to Tenerife, and this is on 16th of Jan, so towards the end of our holiday, because on 1st of February we are coming back to work, we start work again. So the funny thing about Tenerife is that I planned it as a solo trip. And I thought, okay, I will rent a cheap flat. I actually found a really cheap studio in Tenerife for £260 a week. Actually 8 days. So that was super cheap. And I thought, okay, I will have a nice solo, quiet holiday. Never been on a holiday on my own. I will stay in this tiny flat. I will get myself a bus pass and I will explore the island. So that was my plan. But then Marek's mom found out about it and she said, actually, I would like to join you. I said, okay. And then my mom found out and she said, I'm coming too. So it's a free ladies holiday away. So my question to you guys, have you ever been on a solo holiday, or did you go with a friend or family, not with your partner? Have you got an experience of spending your holidays separately? We've never done it, but we want to give it a go. We will see how it's going. We want to try, but we have no idea how we will like it, whether we will like it or not. But given that, you know, we live in a caravan for most of the year together, we work together, we do videos together, we run a channel together, we do pretty much most of everything what we do together. So I think this time separately will do us well. Yeah, what do you think? What do you think? Would you try? Would you dare to go on holiday without your partner? Let me know. But a solo holiday, this is something I will definitely do. I went to Bath once alone. To the city, Bath, not Bath to wash myself, not to the bathroom. So once I went to Bath alone for 2 nights. It was nice. I enjoyed it. A little city break. And yeah, so I was planning a week on my own, 8 days. I don't know if I would enjoy that. I've never tried. Yes, are you still there? 12 people, 10 people are watching, listening. Are you still there? Who's still here? Who's on chat? Who's listening? Who's listening? You are very quiet. You are very quiet. It got a bit spooky. It is a bit weird talking to the camera. At least when you write something on chat, I know I'm not going mad and someone actually hears me and responds. Okay, I will give you... Oh, Megatron is here. Well done. So I'm actually not talking into space. I'm talking to real people. Anyone else? And Steven Vasilika, so that counts as 2. And Zonaimat, lovely. A bit? How dare you? So what do you think, guys? Do you think we'll survive holiday apart? Busy eating. Okay. Oh, Vasi will be home, but come on. She will not come. And Jacek, hi Jacek. How lovely to hear from you. How long have you been listening, Jacek? So what do you think? Me and Marek, we've been together for 17 years. Yes, 17 years. And in those 17 years, we've never spent holidays separately. We were always going together. Even if it meant driving for 4 days in a car to get to the destination. Okay, Jamie is eating. What are you eating, Jamie? We had a nice lunch today. We went out. If you follow us on Instagram, you know what we are eating today. We treated ourselves to lunch out. However, it was only Wetherspoon, nothing fancy. But still, it was nice to just go and be served and not cook for once. Yeah, we enjoyed the meal and we enjoyed the dessert. They do nice desserts. Of course you will. Sometimes you need to spend your free time alone, away from your partner. Thank you very much, Daniel. It will be like 2 holidays, really, because I have some plans for the time when Marek is away and I will be here on my own in the caravan with Diesel. So I have some plans. In a way, it will be a holiday as well. You will miss each other. Of course we will miss each other. I already miss Marek. So in those 17 years we've been together, I think we've spent maybe 2 weeks apart in total. Oh, maybe a bit more, because Marek went on some... Actually, Marek, you went on a holiday to Poland last year. To Zona i Mat's wedding. You went on your own. So we've actually done it. It was mostly to be on a wedding, Okay. Actually, I'm listening all the time, but have not enough ability to focus right now to understand spoken English. Exactly, Daniel. It helps to focus on yourself and self-care. And this is my plan for Marek's holiday. Self-care. Self-care and this is actually my plan for 2 months. Self-care and doing things I enjoy doing. Learning new things. Maybe finally sticking to some fitness routine. Yeah, fitness. It's something I enjoy doing, and I can do it for a week, for a few days, but only once I managed to stick to a routine for 2 years. And this was actually because I had a routine. It was kind of ingrained in my work schedule, and after a few months I was just doing it automatically without thinking. Oh yeah. Sound discipline. I can do it. I've done it once, but I've never really managed to do it again. Yeah. So we will see. I also would love to learn some French, and I downloaded an audio course, like listening, a bit like listen and repeat course, learning whole phrases in French, because I would love to explore France on a boat. They have amazing channels. Those of you who like narrowboating, I'm sorry to break it to you. The British channel, the British Canal network is amazing and spectacular, but it was built about 200 years after the French network. The French is even better. So I would love to explore it and, have some French, be able to communicate. A wedding 170 years ago. Still not fully recovered from that. Yeah, so Marek went to your wedding. He went away. I let him go without me. It was a bit sad, and I'm sorry I couldn't be on your wedding. But I thought, okay, it's better if Marek goes to represent us than no one. I stayed with Diesel. And I was working. Yeah, so we survived. I don't know how long Marek's been away. A week? I missed him. Yeah, but it is good. I think it is good to miss each other and appreciate each other. Especially if you've been together for such a long time. 17 years. Amazing, isn't it? 17 years, and I think 2018, 5 years on wheels. 5 years living in a motorhome or in a caravan. Yeah. Not bad, huh? Yes, so these are our holiday plans. So again, have you ever been on a holiday without your partner? Or would you like to go? Do you think that's something for you? Let me know. Let me know. So how many of you are here in our van? 11 people. That's nice. That's a healthy number. That's a healthy number. Discipline. Daniel, discipline is very hard to achieve, but when you do it, you will be grateful. You can develop your skills. I'm working like that with my French classes. Routine helps. Yeah, definitely. So really now, as we don't have work routine, I have to come up with a new routine for myself. I have to devise myself a new timetable for my days. Because if I don't have a timetable, I can easily, and I tell you, easily and quite happily, spend a day in a bed in pajamas. Yeah. So we are really lucky that we have a dog. So a dog and his walks, they give us structure. We have to get up first thing in the morning, get dressed, walk him, then a few times more. He actually gets 4 to 5 walks a day. So even just walking Diesel will keep me busy. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, that would be fascinating time. Maybe I'll give you some updates on Instagram, how it's going. Yeah, 2 months. 2 months. But it's a lovely feeling. It's a lovely feeling just to have those 2 months and you feel we can do whatever we like. The alarm will be off. No alarm as of tomorrow. And we deliberately choose December and January for our time off, because this is the time when the days are the shortest, it's the coldest, the wettest time here in England, and it would be really challenging to work on the campsite at this time because most of our work happens outside. So Naimat, we were thinking about separate Christmas for a short moment, but declined this idea for now. Welcome to the fun of married life and the game, where do we spend Christmas? It's a game you can't win, and you can't please everyone. Our way to manage it for the last few years, since we actually decided we are putting ourselves first, and we are not living to meet others' expectations, and we do things which make us happy. So our solution for Christmas dilemma, where do we spend it, was to go away. And for the last few Christmases, we were away. We were either abroad or in a motorhome. We spent 2 Christmases in Spain, which was lovely. Eating our Christmas meal in shorts by the pool. That was something. And this is my favorite way of spending Christmas. Away, out, away from everyone. Just me, Marek and Diesel. Without all the Christmas prep, Christmas stress, cleaning and cooking. Those of you who don't know, us Poles, and the mad way we spend Christmas, the traditional way of celebrating Christmas in Poland is just ridiculous. So at least in my family home, I think now it's changing, even in very traditional, mostly Catholic Poland, it's changing. But when I was a child, it was normal to spend at least a week before Christmas on scrubbing the house, cleaning everything, cooking ridiculous numbers of food, of dishes. 12 dishes, yeah. And most of it, of course, falls on women. All the cleaning and cooking, and organizing gifts, and making sure people are happy to sit with each other by one table, that there are no conflicts and so on. It's exhausting. It was absolutely exhausting. And to be honest, I absolutely hate it. It's stressful. I hate traditional Christmas, I have to say. And it's a bit easier, a bit better in England, because it's not, people are not so, I don't know, mad about Christmas. They cook one meal, they get gifts, buy chocolate, wine, cheese, sorted. In Poland, it's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. And then you go to visit your family. So Christmas, you start on Christmas Eve, and then on Christmas Day you visit family, and on Boxing Day you visit family, and everyone has those tons of food, and everyone cooks the same, and just put you at the table, and they expect you to eat, eat, and eat. And it's the same. Wherever you go, they serve you the same dishes. And you have the same dishes back home. And you are thinking, oh my goodness, what am I going to do with it? Of course, most of it ends up in a bin, because it's just too much. Anyway, Vasi is home. So much to do. Yeah, we just like simple Christmas. We don't buy each other gifts. We stopped doing that years ago. And come on, when you live in a caravan, you don't have space for gifts. And whatever we need, we buy ourselves during the year. So maybe it is a bit sad, maybe it is a bit bitter, but no, we don't buy each other gifts. But we like to give each other some nice experiences, and Christmas away, I think this was our way of kind of giving ourselves gifts. A trip. I would love to go away for Christmas, but this year, I don't know, maybe, never say never, maybe we'll find something nice which will not break the bank. Because, as I said earlier, the rates for Christmas are ridiculous. If you want to stay away somewhere, we could hire a motorhome or a van. We've done it 2 years ago. We hired a motorhome and we spent Christmas Eve in a van on the beach, and we had a simple meal in a motorhome. It was lovely, overlooking the beach. Just Marek, Diesel and me. It was one of the nicest Christmas we had, apart from those in Spain. Yeah. Okay. Christmas. I can't believe I started talking about Christmas already. Good morning. Hi, Carmel. Good evening. I would rather say good evening. Okay. I think we'll be finishing soon. Looking at the chat, you don't feel like discussing Christmas, I can see. I will not encourage, I will not ask you any questions, because I know that deep inside many people hate the topic and they don't like to talk about it. Also, Christmas is the time when most of divorces and breaking apart happens around Christmas and New Year. So we will be finishing soon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for popping into our caravan to hear what's up and what we are up to. So, our little question about hours. So I'm going to tell you in a minute, but for those of you who maybe missed it, I would like you to guess how many hours me and Marek did this season, because today was our last day at work. We did our last shift for the season. Oh, thank you, Daniel. So the question is how many hours we worked. So a few people had their guess: Daniel, Kevin and Jamie. So if you would like to have a guess, do it now. Do it now. I will give you a few minutes and I will tell you how many hours we clocked exactly. 8 people. 8 people. We are finishing with 8. So is anyone going to guess how many hours we did? So what are your plans for this week? Are you going to do anything nice? Are you looking forward to anything? If you are not looking forward to anything, you have to change something in your life. You have to come up with something, definitely. Especially at this time of year, we all need something to look forward to. Something nice, something positive. Okay, Carmel, it's nice of you to pop in to say hi. I appreciate it. Right, so as I can see, you are not very keen on guessing. So Daniel said 1200, Kevin 1500, and Jamie 864. So Kevin is the closest. You are the closest to the answer, and the answer is 2560 together. So we worked for 2560 hours. That's a lot, isn't it? For 9.5 months. So it's Kevin. Kevin, you were the closest, even though it is about 1,000 hours short. You were the closest to the answer. Yeah, we do about 30 to 35 hours a week. In high season, it's more like 40. Yeah, 2,500 hours over. That's a lot of work, isn't it? And every day we start at 6:30 a.m. Yeah. Especially in November, you know, the 6:30 start. We started at 7 actually. We gave ourselves half an hour lie-in November, but other than that, it is 6:30 start. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it was a pleasure to have you in our caravan. It was a really nice evening. I really had a good time with you. So thank you very much for coming. I hope you enjoyed this little chat as well. Marek will be away for 10 days, so I will not be able to do a live stream next week or a week after, because I cannot do it without Marek. So we'll have to wait for Marek to come back from his holiday in Malta. You can wish him a good holiday and a safe trip. I hope he will upload a few pictures on Instagram from his holiday, so you can see what it's like there. KM Freedom Seekers on Instagram if you don't follow us yet, so I hope you will find us on Instagram. So I'm looking forward to the next live. In the meantime, we will try to publish the videos every week. Now we have our time off, so we will be able to focus on the channel more. So thank you very much. Yes, Kevin, thank you for coming, and hope to see you in February. Daniel wishes us happy holidays. Thank you so much. The thing I'm personally looking forward to is this Saturday walk with Elena, which is a really nice outcome of running a channel, because we met Elena and she lives locally, and now I can go for a walk with her. It's a group walk, yeah, so hopefully I will meet some nice people. Really nice outcome of running a channel. So thank you very much for coming today. Stay warm and happy. Think of something nice to look forward to, even if it's a small thing like a cup of tea with a friend. I wish you a good week, and I hope to see you again soon. And if you are interested in what we are up to, check our Instagram, because we will publish there every day. So thank you very much for coming. Have a good night and see you again. Bye bye.